Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the Game On Dota 2 Invitational brought to you by Azubu and Dota 2 Lounge. We have an awesome game ready for you between Yellow Submarine and Finem, two awesome teams that are going to give you guys a really great show. I am Cygnus, your caster for today, and I am joined by my wonderful co-caster Android. Hello there, Android.
Hey, hey! Super excited to be casting this series with you. We saw an awesome action-packed Series 1. Now we're on to our second best of 3 of the day. This, of course, is a single elimination tournament. We are playing for our share, well, the players are playing for their share of 1,300 euros. That's a decent prize pool here. Definitely a strong motivator for some great Dota, and I think that's what we're about to see.
Oh, most definitely. Now, it should be mentioned, Yellow Submarine, they were formed originally for the European qualifier for the International, and they've just been around ever since then. They've had some really great players on their team, and now we have Art, Nort, and of course Jet making his debut again as hopefully an Invoker. I mean, they have first pick, and Invoker was not banned out. Do you think that's going to be the first pick for Yellow Submarine?
I think it definitely could. Invoker's one of those unbelievably desirable mids. He's so strong in the laning phase. His items scale him up nicely. Towards the mid phase, he just becomes a team fight machine. As long as he can stay alive and get kills, he's going to carry them very, very far into the late game. And there we go. First pick Invoker for Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, really, really well done by Yellow Submarine. Also, I will also commend them for banning out the Chen, even though Chen is a very strong ban already. SSA Spartan has been playing the heck out of that hero in his pubs recently. They've been drafting it a lot, and it really has to show that Finem have really been kind of just training super hard with all of these really great powerful heroes and have really upped their game in the last couple months. And you can see that with all of the scrimming that SSA Spartan and the rest of his team has been doing.
Well, we've got a Nature's Prophet here,
Ooh.
followed up immediately by a Vengeful Spirit pick. I like this a lot. I think it allows Finem to really put a lot of pressure on a specific lane, and Vengeful Spirit most likely going to be running as a support here. We've seen her as a support most often in this most recent patch. She's going to be able to go team fight, position everyone very carefully, and then of course Nature's Prophet off in whatever lane he chooses, whacking out the towers, keeping Yellow Submarine on their toes.
Yeah, most definitely. I like the Nature's Prophet pick. He will most likely be in the off lane, and the Vengeful Spirit, you don't really know what she's going to be played as. It seems so far in this tournament that Vengeful Spirit as a support has really been the play, and have we seen a single core Vengeful Spirit so far in the Dota 2 Invitational? I don't think so.
I don't think so as well. The last time I remember seeing one be really, really strong was right after the Shanghai Major Quals, so kind of fallen out of favor a little bit to pick up that carry Venge. I think just because there's other carries that scale better than her and get bigger than her faster. So
oh yeah, definitely.
Hopefully we'll see some of that coming out from Yellow Submarine or Finem. We still got a bunch of picks left here. What does Yellow Submarine pick up next so they don't show their hand? Do they go for their first support?
I think that the next is either going to be their third or their support. They definitely need to try to keep their cards close to their chest. I wouldn't mind actually seeing potentially... Well, let's see. I think I would like to see out of Yellow Submarine going for like that huge kind of team fight strategy. So I think viable picks right here would be maybe like a Beastmaster. I would really like to see... They won't pick up the Gyrocopter yet, but a Gyro on their team would be also really great. Oh, they're gonna pick the Faceless Void up as the offlaner. I know I keep saying that I like every single hero, but really in this meta, there's so many great picks. Like, that's what I love about this patch, is that, you know, we aren't stuck with the same, like, 2 heroes every single time. So, yeah, I know we see a lot of Invoker and Venge, but... Faceless Void, I love it. It's the Aghanim's, the Time Walk. It's also going to be really hard for Nature's Prophet to be able to escape from that if Faceless Void wants to try to counter gank him or something. The only little thing is that Vengeful Spirit can save the carry from within the Chronosphere and swap them out. So that's the only thing about the Faceless Void pick that might not be the greatest, but it's really not that big of a disincentive to like not pick him.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and Faceless Void is super, super survivable in the offlane position. Obviously, that new reworked Q, that Time Walk can dodge most damage coming at him. He can just heal himself. Well, not technically heal himself, but get himself back up to the health that he was before. That's going to help a lot, especially if he's up against an aggressive tri-lane. That's going to make sure that he's just alive, he gets his levels quickly, he gets his farm, and he continues to just be an awesome offlane presence here in this meta.
Yeah, most definitely. And we're going into our second phase bans now, and I see that the Death Prophet has been banned out, along with the Witch Doctor. Now, I'm kind of surprised to see the Witch Doctor ban. I know that he's really great in those team fights, and obviously the cask just lends so much for being able to roam and gank and even pick off two if you're really lucky with the bounces. But, you're not picking up a Chen. It's already been banned out. You have better healers that are available, like Dazzle, if you really wanted to worry about that. But what do you think? Do you feel like the Witch Doctor was where you wanted to go? Is that some sort of indication of a carry that they want to pick up that's maybe like a little bit more squishy?
I think banning out the Witch Doctor was solely for the Death Ward under the Chronosphere. That's such a vicious combo. It sprays out so much damage. Obviously, the Chrono locks everyone in place. They can't do anything about taking a Death Ward right to the face. So getting the Witch Doctor out of there just prevents that really tight AoE damage. And Finem obviously happy that there's not going to be that ultra group up style, because they do lock out a bunch of those team fight heroes. They take out the Earth Spirit, they take out the Witch Doctor, and they've still got 2 bans to go.
Yeah, it is a really good wombo combo. I am not as much of a fan as I used to be of it, because you used to be able to place the ward within the Chronosphere, and now you have to place it outside of the Chronosphere, so it does make maybe the damage just a little bit more mitigated. But yeah, I did forget about that combo. It's been a long time since I've seen a Faceless Void Witch Doctor combo.
I saw it up in the Egyptian tournament I've been casting last week.
Nice.
And it was just absolute damage and destruction. Faceless Void landed some great 3-4-man chronos. Witch Doctor popped down that Death Ward right at the edge of the chrono, and it just sprayed. I saw an ultra kill coming out for him.
Oh, wow.
That is just such
Easy
a
eggs.
ferocious combo. Exactly. And, well, Bane is going to be the next ban out here for Finem. I think they're also fearing that gang strat. Finem looking to go for more of the strategy where every single hero matters, and Bane is so good at just picking off one hero, disabling them completely for the duration of a team fight, and that is not what you want to play up against.
Yes, certainly. It may also be an indication that Finem want to pick up a natural BKB carrier, and one of the greatest counters to natural BKB carriers is the Bane with that Fiend's Grip. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Gyrocopter come out at this point, or maybe... Oh, well, Viper works too.
Dirty Viper pickers. I think that's going to be a Viper mid. That's where I've seen him run most frequently.
Yeah, definitely.
It's possible it could go safe lane, but I think Viper matches up really well against Invoker. The only thing Viper has to watch out for is full ganks, because Viper, he's going to be great at trading hit for hit, but he could easily get locked in place with a nice tornado, have someone else rotate in on him, stun him up, and kill him off.
Yeah, definitely. However, I do really like the pickup by Finem to pick up the Viper against the Invoker. I feel like toe-to-toe, there's not a lot of other mid laners that really can force him out of lane early. Like, maybe sort of Queen of Pain, but she hasn't really shown her face around recently, and that's really the only ones I can think of. Death Prophet doesn't lane all that well against an Invoker, so I like the Viper pick. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Now, we have the Oracle pick from Yellow Submarine. I really like Oracle, but it really comes down to who is playing the Oracle, because I've seen Oracle being picked up because people think, oh, he's a really powerful hero, it's fine, I can just play him, but you need like a lot of practice on this hero before he is super effective. So we'll see how that goes for Yellow Submarine.
Oracle is a big gamble here. I see Oracle kind of filling the void of the Winter Wyvern that we saw be so in demand last patch. The person that can get into a team fight, really control the pace, save a carry if they're going to be going down, just allow them to get off as much damage as possible, and also the reliable heal is pretty nice too. So Oracle, like you mentioned, it's situational, not everyone can play it well, but when it's played well, it can absolutely turn team fights. There's the Gyrocopter you talked about before. Do you think Yellow Submarine are just outdrafting Finem right now?
I feel like right now Yellow Submarine have an extremely solid draft. Finem, they have a good draft. The laning phase is looking pretty strong for them. I mean, if you have the Juggernaut and the Vengeful Spirit in the same lane, you're going to be able to get some good pickoffs. You can even potentially really hurt the Faceless Void early. Viper laning phase versus the Invoker, pretty good. You're going to have to really convincingly win that lane, though, to stop Invoker from coming back. The Nature's Prophet, I like the concept of the Nature's Prophet, but the problem is that they first picked NP, and I feel like that was a mistake. You don't want to first pick him, because now you're going to have to deal with the Faceless Void, which is a really great counter to him, because he's going to be able to TP into a tower, use his time walk, get you into a chrono, and you're just dead. There's nothing you can do as a Nature's Prophet in that situation. So yeah, I feel like the draft is kind of in Yellow Submarine's favor, but it really comes down to, I think, the laning phase for this one. I think if the Nature's Prophet goes for something like the drums and is like teleporting in on every single gank that's going to be set up by the Vengeful Spirit, then we could see something very different. But yeah, right now I'm favoring Yellow Submarine.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I like Yellow Submarine a lot. It's going to come down to last pick here. I do like the Juggernaut pickup. I think the Omni Slash is going to be fantastic for diving into the more heroes that stay farther back. But again, he has to have save farm, and right now Yellow Submarine, they're gearing up where they could have a very gank-oriented lineup.
All right, and so yeah, as to complement your compliment on Juggernaut, it is a great pick. I really like him in this lineup because he's going to be able to slice through Invoker. Oh,
I like it.
yeah, all right, Mirana. So let's see. Is this going to be... I guess it's going to be roaming Mirana, Vengeful, and Jug in the lane, Viper mid, Nature's Prophet off lane. I actually like this a lot, and the Mirana is going to be able to force Invoker to play extremely carefully. Because one arrow and he will die to the Viper, because Viper's Nether Toxin will just rip through Invoker. Now, let's see. This last pick is going to be really important, but just before we get to that, we have the Tusk ban and the AA ban. Fair enough, AA works pretty well against the Juggernaut. Oh, it's going to be a Winter Wyvern.
I don't like that, and I don't like it because they also have an Oracle. I think those two supports are too cautious. They don't have any real reliable lockdown. Yeah, they've got the Gyrocopter missile. Yeah, they've got the Winter Wyvern ultimate, but other than that, there's really not any, like, get in there, grab someone out, do the damage to one person, versus at Finem, they've got the Vengeful Spirit missile, they've got the Mirana arrow, they've got Viper just getting in there, slowing people up. So I think that Yellow Submarine, they might be going with just too much of a hard supporty Healy lineup, and Ad Phenom can easily roll over that.
Yeah, definitely. I also feel like the supports scale a lot better on the Ad Phenom's side. I mean, Mirana is amazing. She can very easily transition into like a more semi-carry role. So can Vengeful Spirit. I feel like Winter Wyvern,
5 seconds
she's
remaining.
pretty decent against the Juggernaut. But, yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't feel like that was the right pick. I think... What the heck is going on with my camera?
We've all had camera issues. Let me know whenever you're ready to start introducing the teams. We're going to have a disconnect from the Juggernaut. Just a quick pause here to wait for him to get back. Hopefully no remakes or any issues like that. I know there's been some issues with hashtag just reborn things lately, where people can't connect back to the games. Hopefully they've patched that out, but you never know.
Yeah, I've definitely had a couple issues with that as well, but I think it's just that good old 4 seconds of lag after you pick up your hero. But you know, yeah, let's do the introductions. I know it's a little bit early, but I will start with the good old Ad Phenom side. So on the Mirana, we are going to have the name blocked because the game is paused. SSA Spartan on the Mirana. Then we're going to have the one being playing the Juggernaut. We have, well, what is this Viper? I think that's Madara on the Viper, I'm pretty sure. But I'm just going to call him QQ, because it's like little sad little teardrops. Maybe next time on the Vengeful Spirit. And last but not least, pray for him on the Nature's Prophet.
Well, on the side of the Dire, we've got Yellow Submarine. Here on the Faceless Void with a weird little octopus head, we've got Dale. Arts is going to be on the Gyrocopter. Nort's going to be playing that support Oracle. Jet's going to be following him up on the Invoker. And then finally, 111, who I believe is Goretz on the Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, it's Goretz. All right, so let's start. And you know what? I'm gonna take a book out of Dota Capitalist's thing, and you have to, when it's paused like this at the very beginning, we don't really have anything to talk about. What you do is you look at effigies. So let's take a look at some of these effigies.
Exactly.
All right, so we have Spartans Kill 'Em All by SSA Spartan. It looks like a Sven with a nice little icy sword. Pretty cute. I like it. Is that the only one?
This dire one.
Let's
there's
see.
a Magnus. No inscription. Who makes an effigy without an inscription?
Jet, no inscription. It's like a...
Oh, we've got another one by Dale. No inscription as well. These guys don't really like to live on the edge, do they?
Let's see, what's the, Oh, this one looks pretty. Commended by Dale. I like this one. Dragon Knight. That's actually a really nice Dragon Knight set, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Woo! Cosmetic gaming. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the pause, but I'm sure Juggernaut will be reconnecting shortly.
I think his internet dropped. Apparently he dropped from the TeamSpeak as well. Also, apologies for both of our voices, as we are both kind of sick.
Yep.
So, you know, there might be some sniffles, there might be some sneezing. Just bear with us. We're gonna do our best, and if I lose my voice, I'll just keep screaming and sounding like a weird seal.
Yeah, don't worry about it too much. I think everyone's just enjoying the games. I'm sure they don't mind us being a little sniffly. Alright,
well,
so actually, you know what? Let's go over some of the history of these two teams. So, Yellow Submarine was originally created, as I said before, for the International 2015, the Open qualifiers. They placed fairly well. Oh, actually, no, sorry. They won the Open qualifiers for that. So they actually ended up going to the, like, very end for that. So that was pretty awesome. Recently, they have been doing fairly well with their achievements. They played in Beyond the Summit Europe Season 2. They did end up losing out to London Conspiracy, but placed fairly well. And they actually ended up winning the Hitbox Elite Cup not too long ago against Pro Dota Gaming. So they're certainly... Oh, you did? Well, there you go.
Yeah. I, like, straight up forgot. I did not realize that was the same team. Awesome.
So, yeah, those are the guys. Meanwhile, at Finem, they are a Greek team, and they are all Greek players. So, normally for, you know, European Dota, you'll see, you know, like Romania, Ukraine, Russia, like Poland, you know, all different countries. So you can't ever say that, like, the team is from a certain area. But everyone on Ad Finem is Greek, and yeah. And they actually just won not too long ago the Pro Dota Cup Europe Season 2. They ended up netting about, I think it's like $3,500 US dollars at that tournament. So they've certainly had some good showings recently, and I mean, it's pretty awesome considering that they're a relatively new team to the scene. They've been playing a ton. They have, in like 2 days, I think they're going up against Na'Vi at the ESL 1 Manila. So, like, pretty awesome teams that we have so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been a Golden Boys fan from the start, but
Woo!
I'm going to be an unbiased caster here, as Yellow Submarine have also had some really, really clutch plays. I know I've seen Arts have some amazing carries. I want to say there was a game, like, a couple of months back where he played a Luna that just went absolutely godlike. Not sure if I'm getting confused there, but either way, let's see what we can do it. We're going to have the admin stepping in, trying to see if we can figure out what's going on, because there is usually a pause time limit. That's either a heart or penis on the minimap. No, it is going to be a heart. So, yeah. So hopefully he's heading back on in. Internet connection restored.
Yep, there we go. So he's back in TeamSpeak, guys. So thank you so much for your patience. We appreciate it. Also, you are totally allowed to be a Golden Boys fan grill, because I am a Yellow Submarine fan grill. So
Ooh,
then we're not biased. Now we're just split casters. There we go. So fan grill away.
Well, we'll see what goes down here. You know, I'm not locked in stone. If we see some super clutch plays from Yellow Submarine, I can be converted. But, you know, going into this, I love that Ad Finem are just representing Greece here. As far as I know, they are the only all-Greek team in their tier.
That is
they
correct.
Are certainly powerful. They've done a lot. Like you mentioned, the tournaments they've done really well in. And, yeah, it's nice to put a new country on the map, I guess.
Also, should mention while we're waiting, because I'm, you know, and a little bit of an SSA Spartan fan, just a little bit. He is, I think he's played the most Chen games in tier 2 Dota. So like that's not like all professional, obviously like Puppy's probably played way more. But in T2 Dota he's played the most amount, so that's like these tournaments. Yeah, guys. Alright, so 2 teleports already coming out. Alright, let's take a look at the opening items here. So anything that really sticks out for you? Nully on Jets, there's some Viper going Wraith Band, so yeah, nothing too crazy. It is going to be Spartan going to be roaming around with that Marana. Maybe we might see a first blood on that rune potentially, actually.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. We've got the arrow skilled, like you mentioned, but Void, he does skill up that time walk, so even if he gets hit with the arrow, I don't think they'll be able to lock him down long enough to keep him from just walking back off the damage.
Alright, and they're just going to give the ward kill to the Viper. This is pretty amazing, actually, because you now get 100 experience for dewarding. So now, if he picks up the rune, he's going to be able to be level 2 right off the bat at 0.
That is a huge advantage, and I think that's definitely underestimated now. We are going to have a pretty even split on the runes. I don't think there's going to be any contest, no first blood to be had, so keeping it nice, calm, cool, collected here as we head into the laning phase. It's just going to be a 1-1 split. I believe Jet on the Invoker grabbing top, a little QQ face on the Viper grabbing bottom, and then we're going to head into lanes. Just pretty typical lanes here. I don't think there's any huge upsets.
Alright, and so Viper's starting the game right off at level 2, going to be sitting on those levels just to see what he's going to be going up against, and good blocks coming out for Jet. Meanwhile, oh, are we seeing a healing salve already coming out? Yep, for the Viper.
We are going to have Spartan go in, maybe trying to set up a really nice arrow. It's going to fly. Is it going to connect on the Invoker? It does, and now we've got Viper going
well
in.
done.
Damage with 1-1-1 and doing some damage as well. Trying to make sure that Viper doesn't get first blood, but he doesn't have much of a say. Viper's going to secure first blood here for Finem. Now, Winter Wyvern could be taking some damage as well. This Viper certainly showing lane dominance. That's going to feel real nice for him. He already has 600 gold in the bank.
600 gold and level 3 at 45 seconds, folks. And he has a healing salve, so he's going to be able to... Oh,
arrow!
Another arrow!
There's going to be a spin here from the Juggernaut. The one is going to be securing a kill here. Void can't even leap away. This is going so well for Finem so far. Take that, Yellow Submarine. And now, up at the top, Nature's Prophet sitting here. Going to be harassed by the Oracle just a little bit. But Nature's Prophet, his right clicks hurt just a little bit more.
Oh, I'll have a...
Oh, mid lane again! Jet gonna be stunned up once again, and Viper gets another kill. He's now 2-0, chasing down the Winter Wyvern. It's a fight of the Flappy Beast, and up top it looks like Nature's Prophet does go down, putting Yellow Submarine on the map in terms of kills, but there's gonna be no break in the action here, as down bottom, Dale could be taking another stun, gonna be taking another
arrow! Legolas! Jeez! This is what we're talking about. SSA Spartan, calm down, buddy! Holy...
Wow, okay. Commend Marana, because holy jeez, that is incredible.
Just everyone, we just need to follow Marana for all these kills, honestly. I can't believe how much is going on, guys. 2 minutes in the game, 5 kills. Oh like no, Marana again! 2-minute rune! Is it gonna happen, or are they going mid? Are they just gonna do the mid thing again? Oh, invisibility on the Winter Wyvern. Oh, okay. Jet. This is such a good place for the Marana.
Have they scouted her out at all? Do they know she's here? Like, they must know arrows are coming from somewhere, but have they realized it yet? We've got an Invis Winter Wyvern going up. Could find herself in a heap of trouble if she shows herself at the wrong time.
No, she can't be seen.
Alright, another arrow comes
Arrow! Oh my goodness! Oh! So...
The mark there, as Jet barely dodges it. The range is just a little too much. So Marana not able to secure like her 50th kill in 2 minutes here in the game, but we are going to see Marana comes in, bumps up against the Invis Winter Wyvern, and does see her courtesy of this sentry ward. So Marana knows something's up. They know there's an Invis Winter Wyvern heading towards the mid lane, so that means Viper's going to play a little bit safer and make sure that the Dire can't get anything done here.
Yeah, and while we're just discussing that, Dale is not having a great laning phase right now. He has been pretty significantly zoned by the Vengeful and the Juggernaut himself. The Juggernaut sitting at 13 and 7, meanwhile Viper... Oh, what's happening mid? Oh, just a Winter Wyvern.
Arrow
helping
not
out.
going to be on the mark once again, and the missile from the vent comes in, connects onto Dale, but he's just going to be able to walk away all the damage. He does have a healing salve if he needs to use it on top of his stout shield, so no real kills coming out from that. We do have 2 back in the mid lane, maybe trying to get a kill onto the Viper. Jet coming up pretty close, but Viper hits so hard.
Yeah, that level 2 in the... Oh, there's gonna be a little bit of an Arctic bird coming out, but... Oh my goodness, he is gonna try to turn this... Oh!
See a cold snap as well, making sure the Viper isn't able to charge completely here into the Dire, but, well, that's not too scary. Here in the top lane, though, Art's doing some damage to the Nature's Prophet.
Alright, and so Mirana ready to go again, just in about
man, she hits
20 mana or so. Oh, Dale. Dale, you're so low.
Well, up top, Oracle actually gets a kill on the Nature's Prophet, so doing a little bit of work here for Yellow Submarine. Now we are going to see Mirana being scouted out by the Dire. Is there going to be anything coming out of this? Dale bumps right into her. He could try to jump, but Mirana could just arrow him and walk away. She actually has a little bit lack of mana here. Not
there we go.
now. And it's going to be the Winter Wyvern with a haste rune, and I think that's going to be a very dead Mirana. She tries to arrow with her final breath. Not able to get anything out of it. But here in the mid lane, there's going to be a Sunstrike here. Viper might end up going down. That heal from the Oracle is so strong.
Oh!
The ultimate on Jet, and it looks like the Viper falls. Jet's going to be living courtesy of that cold embrace. So that's going to be real nice. But Nature's Prophet here just walking into lane. Pray for him. You might be a little bit deep here, son. And he is going to cast that Sprout. Mirana arrow misses. Is he going to be able to secure the kill onto Jet? Jet gets away with just a fraction of health here. Spartan, he's in lane. Wants to go for that secondary arrow, but still has a 6-second cooldown.
Yep, that was very close. Mirana picking up her first little bit of XP now in the mid lane, so she's just been pretty much consistently roaming and not really taking very much, but... Oh, this could be the other... Going through the creeps is a little bit harder when you are Mirana, because you can see what's happening. Oh, but... Nature's Prophet ready to TP.
Yeah, I mean, this game has so much
pinged her
action,
out.
but I'm keeping all my eyes on Mirana down bottom. Faces
There
one
she
once
is.
away from any damage, but now Jet gonna be bumping into the Spartan. Spartan's got a short range stun. There's gonna be a Sunstrike here onto Spartan. Spartan ends up going down, but now Viper, he's in. He wants to do some damage. There's gonna be a cold embrace here onto Jet, keeping him alive for the time being. We have a TP in from the Oracle as well. Juggernaut gets a secondary kill down bottom on the Void, but meanwhile in the mid lane, we've got another Viper strike here onto Jet. It looks like the Viper might end up going down. It looks like Invoker is the first to fall in this engagement. And now Viper, he's still actually quite healthy, turning it onto the Winter Wyvern. That dragon's just gonna crawl to her death, and Nort is
Oh no!
does have some purifying flames, but it's not even gonna matter. Arts TP's in, tries to go in for that call down, does catch up maybe next time. In fact, maybe next time will fall. Viper's still relatively healthy though, going in, might end up getting a kill on the gyrocopter. The rocket barrage comes through, but Viper able to get the kill before he falls. He's around 50 health. Sunstrike gonna be off the mark, and now Viper TPing back to base. This is looking so good for Finem.
Wow, what an amazing engagement. That was just so exciting, my god. The gyrocopter came in, he ended up falling as well. That Viper, just his positioning was so on point. He knew exactly when he needed to be in and out. I will say though that the it was actually really unfortunate for the Oracle because he has that level 2 in Purifying Flames. It actually ended up saving the life of the Viper.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of a misplay. He thought the initial nuke would be just a tad stronger, but you know what? Viper didn't go down in that engage. That is so important. Viper, at 6 minutes in the game, he's 5-1-1.
And
guy
level
is huge.
8. This is
He's level
insane.
8. He's going to be flying in his mech anytime now. And that's going to feel real nice. Here we are going to have the Oracle up top, connecting onto Prey for him. There's going to be a Sunstrike. Looks like Nature's Prophet going to be TPing home, but he is going to make it out alive. Gets very low, but nothing able to come of it just yet.
Yeah, also to just explain a little bit more of the interaction, the Purifying Flames is magical damage, and Viper had opted to go, I think at that point he had 2 levels in his corrosive skin.
Oh, bottom. We are going to have an initiation here onto maybe next time. Nature's Prophet's here, turning this onto Arts. In fact, the one does not have any mana for an Omni Slash, so Arts trying to run out. He does use that secondary rocket barrage. Pray for him getting kind of low, but the one, he wants to go in. He's got his spin in 2 seconds. We are going to have him deployed. There's going to be no Chronos here. Arts getting healed up by the Winter Wyvern. Might end up still going down. In fact, he does. Now it's going to be Juggernaut running for his life. The Sunstrike's off the mark, but he might get surrounded here as Dale going to bump into him, uses that time dilation, and finally the Oracle, or sorry, the Winter Wyvern finishes off the Juggernaut's dominating spree.
So that will be 500 gold going in favor of the Winter Wyvern. You probably want to have that on someone else, but you know what? You're going to take what you can get. Oh, right away. Yeah, going to use that Ghost Walk. Invoker knows he just needs to pretty much have that in his repertoire constantly now.
Absolutely. We're going to have some Nature's Prophet Treants going here, finishing off the tower. Arrow connects! Holy crap, Spartan is an animal. They're going to get the pick on Invoker. Arts is here, trying to do some damage here, but Viper might just man up. He's going to take a full call down right to the face, and Nature's Prophet's here, gets healed up by the Oracle.
Oh!
That's unfortunate here, and now it looks like Oracle does end up killing off the Viper. That's going to be 500 gold in Oracle's pocket now. Nature's Prophet TPing out, Dire looking for something that isn't there. Maybe next time here, has the smoke a deceit. Just going to be applying a little bit of pressure to this lane. Might end up taking a Fortune's End right to the face. This could be bad for Vengeful Spirit. She's got one missile if she wants to use it. Looks like she's going to get let off with a warning this time.
Whew. The fighting in this game already so powerful from both teams, but it certainly seems, I think, going in Ad Finem's favor. But let's take a look at the overall XP. It is sitting in net worth a little bit in their favor, 1k at 9, and XP about 1k, but it was topping off at 3 just before that last team fight when they managed to pick off the Viper. Overall, though, the 2 cores on the Radiant are at a little bit of a better position than the Gyrocopter, but as we mentioned before, Gyrocopter kind of scales a little bit better, you know, 12 to 15 minutes into the game rather than so early. Oh, Faceless Void.
We could see something funky here. The first chrono of the game has yet to be used, and the one, he's kind of asking for it. He was pressed up pretty far against that tower without backup, but here's backup. We've got a smoked Mirana. She's going in. She's in the Roche pit.
Oh, this is...
If she gets an arrow here, holy mackerel, arrow flies through. Is it going to connect? No, Dale just barely dodges it. If he had stopped walking for just a foot, he would have been dead, but now we're just going to see Radiant continue to pressure this bottom tower. Meanwhile, up top, we've got Nature's Prophet doing his thing, forcing some rotations top.
Yeah, he's just going to get those trees out, start pushing up that tier 1. However, bottom also being pressured at the same time. Arrow! Nope.
Not going to connect just yet. Not that legendary, but getting close to earning that status. Now, Buckler from the Rays are going to be helping the armor out just a little bit. He's going to get pinged away from this as they know Winter Wyvern's here in the trees. We've got the Faceless Void as well, trying to bait out that Chronosphere. He wants to go and he wants to secure some kills, but with an Omni Slash at the ready, as well as a Viper Strike, this is very dangerous to initiate it on.
Well done by the Winter Wyvern prioritizing getting rid of that healing ward. It only got to be up for a couple seconds, and that's going to really mitigate the push. Oh, Jet mid. Getting right click. Yeah, he's just going to... Oh, he gets the stun off and will fall to the... to the Mirana, actually. Thought it was going to be the...
is too good right now.
But that was a really great rotation. The Invoker was certain that he was going to be able to get out. He teleported, but Magic Missile, too strong. We'll stop. Oh, another? No go.
One,
not even close. Come on, we want this. Come on, Legolas. Legolas, do it.
She's got the Arcane Rune, so the arrow's going to be off cooldown relatively quickly. She could go in again if she wants to. There's going to be some Oracles just playing around here, as well as the Winter Wyvern, trying to see what they can find. But now the Dire, they're kind of wasting time here, trying to prevent Radiant from pushing. But meanwhile, we've got the Nature's Prophet just completely on his own here, left alone to free farm. If we take a look at the net worth breakdown chart, 3 of the top 4 net worth heroes are on the Radiant by a significant margin.
Yeah, and I really do like the Nature's Prophet build, as I mentioned before, you know, that drum kind of fighting build. That's really what I wanted to see, and that's exactly what we're getting. Alright, and Mechanism is out on the Viper. I think it should just... Is it out on them right now? No, it should be on the Courier in just a second. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I mean, this is such defensive play here from Yellow Submarine. They are going to go in for a smoke now, try to see what they can catch out. Looks like they might be going on to bench. They have vision of her, but they might know she's not alone here, especially if they try to initiate. You have to deal with the wrath of a Mirana. For as much as Mirana's...
Oh, the Jugger! There it is! Just gonna get the call down right on top of him with the false promise, and he will fall pretty much instantaneously. It will be a Chronosphere for 1, but they want to keep fighting. Maybe next time. Coming in on the gyro, false promise coming out. Maybe next time. Looks like she might end up falling here. One lucky bash. It's all it's gonna take. There's a swap, but she will fall to the rocket. Meanwhile, SSA Spartan will end up falling pretty much instantaneously. Winter's Curse coming out on Pray For Him, and Pray For Him getting Rocket Barrage down. The mech will be popped. Dale trying to hold on to life. Time locks himself away. Meanwhile, Nort going to try to just get himself to safety and will do so successfully. Rocket coming out on Arts. Pray For Him just wants to get a couple right clicks, but it won't be enough, and he will also teleport to safety. Well done by the team. That was a great trade. Let's take a look at that fight recap. And what the heck happened there?
I think Finem just got a little bit greedy. The Venge and the Mirana went down at the start of the fight, and then they just kept going. They kept rotating heroes in, and they should have just backed out, try to cut their losses, and instead they fed a couple unnecessary kills to Yellow Submarine, so Yellow Submarine's certainly enjoying that. We're back to an even kill score, and taking a look at the net XP, we're almost back down to 0.
Yeah, it looks like yes, have really rallied quite well, and they've taken this. Now, Tier 1 bottom will end up getting taken out by the Nature's Prophet, and it looks like, is this going to be a Roche attempt?
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, they have the Treants available. They're going to have the Nether Toxin. It's going to be a bit slow. Healing Ward, I believe, is available. Yes, it is. And there's the 5k play right there, putting it up top. There will be a Sunstrike.
They're going to scout it out here. The arrow comes in, does connect onto Winter Wyvern, so they know something's
There's
up.
a swap!
Onto the Winter Wyvern. She goes in cold and braces herself, but I don't think it's enough. She's going to get the Oracle ultimate as well. Going to live for just a little bit of time, but I think she's going to end up following the Omni Slash from the Jug committed as well.
There's the call down.
Oracle does end up getting the kill. And now we're going to see a call down in the pit. And Mirana getting nice and healthy there from the Oracle. Arrow does not connect. Nord getting stunned up, and now Viper going in onto Nord. Making sure that Oracle is not going to save anyone else. Oracle going to be next to fall. There's going to be another Sunstrike. I don't think Invoker gets the kill for that one, but Jet, he's still relatively healthy. All the Radiant heroes kind of splitting up, looking for clues, and Dale, he's just going to TP out now. Dire heroes, aside from the Oracle and the Winter Wyvern, are relatively healthy and still able to contest this.
Yeah, that was really well done. I think also there was a mech pulse coming out from the Viper that helped save the Mirana, but Mirana used that leap perfectly and just got out of the second call down hit, so she barely managed to survive, but it was very, very close.
Arrow gonna be coming through, just barely misses the Winter Wyvern.
Oh, Viper!
Viper going in, getting the slow poison attack, doing some damage. This could be a tier 3 siege. They're not even going to worry about the tier 2 now. We're seeing Nature's Prophet apply some pressure. And Yellow Submarine, they're so scared to come into this. Void has a Chronosphere. But what's the follow-up on top of that?
Yeah, not much at the moment, unfortunately, but oh. Mirana also, you noticed that she like used her leap in, like she was all for it. Like, let's just go on their tier 3s, let's just do it. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. And there will be the Fortune's End coming out, the one just continuing to slice away at this tier 3. Another arrow hits on the Oracle. Is there going to be any follow-up? The one coming in with the spin. There will be the Cold Embrace coming in. And there you go. There you go.
Winter's Curse right to the face, gonna be swapped out of the damage. There's gonna be the Aegis popped. He's gonna come back full health, full mana, ready to fight. The arrow goes through. It does connect onto Nort. We're gonna see another call down from the Gyrocopter, mostly just to zone out the Radiant and force them back. But that doesn't matter. Nature's Prophet, you know, he's comfortable with that, just TPing into the top lane, starting to apply more pressure around the map. And back, we've got the Viper back in the mid lane, just throwing out some poison attack, going back to farming, taking a look at the net worth breakdown. 3 of the top heroes are on the Radiant.
Yep, and we also have now an advantage for Finem, just capping out just above 4k. Meanwhile, XP about 1,000 at 16 minutes. That's pretty significant. We do have a smoke in the mid, and just before we see any big rotations, because I think it's going to be a couple seconds, let's take a look at the item progression. So Nord has picked up his Aether Lens. We'd have the Vlad's going to be coming out on Dale fairly soon. And Arts has his Helm of the Dominator. It looks like it will be a Battle Fury Juggernaut game. And are they going to really be able to pick off anyone? No, they didn't really find anyone out of position. And they'll be revealed in the mid.
Yeah, so Dire just going to be grouping up, scared to be anywhere alone, and rightfully so. The team fight has been in favor of Finem so far, just in terms of getting very important pickoffs. But it looks like maybe the Radiant could be in some trouble here. Hopefully the Moonlight Shadow expires just in time for the Radiant to safely back off. But Venge, she's going up very aggressively. She has to be really careful. She's going to go and cast them, so there's going to be a rotation in from the Viper. It looks like Radiant, they want to defend this tier 1 tower.
There's Omni Slash.
So the Omni Slash is ready, but
oh
no, the one dodging a lot of damage. There's going to be a call down here for the Gyrocopter. Looks like Dale might be the first to fall. No, he leaps away the damage. Oracle gets the kill on the Vengeful Spirit to start things off. And now it looks like Arch just focusing on the tower. Nature's Prophet gets the tier 2 up top. The tier 1 here will eventually fall. We're going to see a Fortune's End cast all the way onto Viper. That's a very long range one. It looks like Dire, they're going to stop pressuring the Radiant for now. They get the tower. They just focus on that small victory, and well, Spartan TP's away, so not a whole lot of killing coming out. Vengeful Spirit goes down, but Nature's Prophet takes a tier 2 tower.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet's doing exactly what he needs to do, which is he's in the team fights when he really desperately needs to be, but he is always pushing out these lanes. And that's exactly what you want. I also really like this Orchid pickup on him. It's so good against the Invoker. It's going to be excellent against the Faceless Void as well. As long as he manages to time it correctly and stops the Chronosphere from going down, that's going to be absolutely clutch plays coming out of the Nature's Prophet.
Is the Nature's Prophet Orchid going to be focused mostly on teamfight presence, or is he going to try to use it for solo pickoffs?
I think solo pickoffs on the Oracle and the Winter Wyvern is also very much valid as well.
Ooh, we might have to hold that.
Oh.
There's going to be a full smoke gank here from the Radiant going in, starting things off. The Chosen One immediately goes into that Omni Slash. We have a swap in from Dale. Dale trying to leap away. He might not be able to get out. He does not have a Chrono. He doesn't have anything to help him right now. He has 7 wand charges, but, well, Radiant, they're content with that one pick off. They got the mid Invoker. That's super key. They're going to grab a Forge Spirit too and steal the Ancients.
Oh,
so
those stacks,
kind of
yeah.
bullying them, taking their stacks, taking their farm, and taking over the map.
Yeah, that was a triple ancient stack. That was Black Dragons, the little dinos, and of course the stone golems. So that's a really decent economy coming out for AF. And now here's the Winter Wyvern. Maybe next time.
Just Prophet trying to find something, gets a little bit of vision with the tree ring, but Winter Wyvern gonna be able to get out alive. The arrow does not connect. We've got Mirana leaping in, trying to just go in for the slow. Nature's Prophet, he's got the Orchid, he casts the Orchid. She can't flap away from this one. Well, she's gonna be silenced up, but how much damage can they put out? There's the Sprout. She's gonna be locked in, locked down, and sent back to the fountain.
Well, oh, and another ping coming out. There's Nort. It's a little bit too far forward. There will be the Mirana ulti coming out. And there's Pray for him. There's a Sprout.
Ew.
And the arrow! Spartan! Please!
Show some mercy, Mirana. Jeez. Going in. Pray for Me is now just doing fantastically. 3, 3, and 7. He knows where he needs to be. He's focusing very evenly on a nice team fight presence. Combined also.
Oh, Chrono though!
We've got the Chrono. We gotta have a stun check for the Invoker, but there's gonna be a swap out from the bench, keeping her core alive for now. The cooldown does a lot. The arrow does miss. Not connecting on any of the dire heroes, but now we've got a missile heading towards the Viper. He might get stunned up, and he might not be able to live. Spartan taking a lot of damage. Viper Strike comes in. Meatball from the Invoker. Not going to be catching on anyone just yet. There's going to be the missile connecting now. Viper getting very, very low. Time dilation connect, but Dale's going to be sprouting out. Fortunate enough. Can he get out of this one alive? He's going to be trying to heal as much as he can, and it looks like Viper might end up falling courtesy of that Winter's Curse, but no, he's just barely alive now. Another Sunstrike going to be trying to finish him off, but he's going to stop. TP's out, but no! He gets killed off by the Oracle. Fantastic job with that Fate's Edict right there. And now Oracle looking for maybe a little bit more. They've got to see the... Yeah, Juggernaut TP's out.
Yeah, Jet was so close. There was one of 2 spots that Juggernaut could have been in, and Jet picked, unfortunately, flipped the coin and didn't get the right one. So he managed to escape. But pray for him, you know, back up in the mid, keeping these lanes pushed out. Do you think this is going to be a tier 1 for the Dire?
Certainly. I don't think they need to invest the resources to rotate the Nature's Prophet, because what are they going to gain from it? Nature's Prophet could stay here, maybe even apply pressure to the tier 3, and yeah, this tower is super important. It opens up the Radiant jungle, but it's a trade you're willing to sacrifice to make sure your heroes stay alive.
Yeah, certainly. I was actually surprised that when we saw that engagement in the Dire side right by the secret shop, that Finem didn't rotate to take the tier 2 in the middle. I was a little bit surprised at that.
Yeah, we've got Nature's Prophet going to be TPing in here. It looks like they could be going for a smoke. Anyone have one? No, they're just going to be straight up slapping on this mid-tier 2 tower here on the Dire side. And Dire, they need to get their act together right now if they're going to keep it up, and it looks like they're just going to let it fall. There is a Fortify available on the Dire side, but they might want to waste it, or spend it on their racks, however, not waste it on their tier 2. Looks like Radiant, they're going in. They're going to force some rotations here from the Dire, needing to protect their racks. The range racks is the first target. Arrow flies through.
Oh, Jet!
Oh, Jet! What a long-range arrow. Mirana's playing out of her mind. Looks like the one is just going to be spinning away from any sort of danger, and Radiant getting out with a nice clean victory. So far, it looks like this is the Radiant's game to lose.
Alright, oh, there's Chrono.
Teasing the Chrono, but he gets Orchided up. The arrow's not going to connect. He takes the magic missile to the face, however, now it looks like Oracle going in with a Great Fortune's Edict. Dale's trying to get the Chrono off. He might not be in time, though, as it looks like a Moonlight Shadow comes through for the Radiant Heroes. Arts gonna be getting a lot of help here from the Winter Wyvern, but Winter Wyvern goes down now. Looks like Arts is gonna be stunned up, slapped down. Nature's Prophet gets the kill for that. Nort gonna be trying to die here. Trying to keep himself alive, using that ultimate, but I think he's certainly dead. Purifying Flame's not enough heal for now. And Nature's Prophet gets the kill on the Faceless Void. Jet could be the next target. He's gonna take a lot of damage here, but the focus turns to the racks, and I think rightfully so. Objective gaming here for Finem, get something for their troubles. Triad's doing what they can to these racks, gonna be turning their attention towards the next lane.
They're definitely going for another rack oh, most certainly. Now let's take a look at the buyback status. Unfortunately for the Dire, no one on their team has buyback. This is going to be an easy racks. 20 seconds until gyrocopter's back up. Well executed by AF. My goodness, I think that if there's a single really good pickoff here against like the gyro or the invoker, they could just go for a third racks and it would be GG. But it looks like they're going to play very safely. Roshan up in about a minute.
Yeah, they can certainly sit back and farm for pretty much as long as they want to. The Radiant are not feeling threatened by anything going on in the Dire. Taking a look at Invoker's items, I mean, he's got a Yules, he's got a Midas, but that is just not even scary when you compare it to the Viper, when you compare it to the Nature's Prophet and the Juggernaut. Heck, even the Mirana hits hard.
I was wondering why exactly Mirana was opting to keep the arrow at level 1, but I realized that it's the duration of the stun doesn't scale, it's just the damage, so... And, oh, they spotted out the smoke too! They don't realize the Radiant have so much vision over on this side. Oh, let's see. Yeah, they're looking for Roche. He will be up in it. The, Forge Spirits will end up scouting that out.
Yeah, it's gonna be up in just a split second, but...
Oh! The arrow again on Jet! I mean, there's no follow-up, but still, like, he was invisible.
Mirana is playing like a maniac. She has to be careful here, though. She's actually in the field of Dire Heroes, smoked up. She might not realize how much trouble she's in. She's going to be taking a gyrocopter missile to the face. Time dilation comes through. She's trying to leap to victory. She's going to get slapped up. First,
she has her Force Staff.
She does have her Force Staff. She also has a leap in 40 seconds, though. Sunstrike going to be off the mark. Missile connects, but I don't think there's any follow-up here. She has her buddy Vengeful Spirit if things go sour.
And now she does have her... Oh, Dale!
Connects onto Dale, blocking the TP at the very last second. Now Dale gonna be leaping away. He could be in some trouble here. There's gonna be a Moonlight Shadow. Venge does have the missile, has the swap as well. Yeah, he's gonna be walking up onto the high ground. Gonna be sandwiched in by the Radiant Girls. Vengeful Spirit might be trying to initiate. There's the missile. There's the Wave of Terror. Another arrow connects. Negative Earn as well. Star Call from the Mirana. She is getting so huge. Nature's Prophet gets the kill with the ultimate.
Yeah, meanwhile at the top though, the racks do end up falling, and it will be GG coming out of Yellow Submarine.
What a powerful game for Finem.
That was very convincing, and I mean, Yellow Submarine did their best, but the scrimming obviously has really helped AF. This game execution is by far the best that I have seen out of their team, and I am so excited for game number 2.
Yeah, game number 2 certainly going to bring us some challenges. As Finem, they're feeling really comfortable with themselves. Mirana, she might even deserve a respect ban because holy mackerel, those arrows were on point like 90% of the time. And Yellow Submarine, they've got to get it together. They've got to win the next 2 games if they want to stay in the series.
Yep, it's going to be a large mountain to climb for Yellow Submarine, but we will be right back after these messages from our sponsors. And thank you so much for tuning in to the Dota 2 Game On Invitational Fun Times. We'll be right back.